Hi guys and welcome back. Today is a day 3 in my 14 days isolation in this room. I'm not sure if I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning because I was put in this room for a reason, which is coronavirus. So since there is a small chance I still have this virus, I call my today's video a last dinner. You know, I live here 3 days now. I've started to feel like a prisoner. So, for example, there is 3 times they're giving me food. They usually knock. Oh, ni hao. The time when I open the doors, they're already gone. I cannot even see the people who give me the food or talk to them. So I got my last dinner. Actually, it's still warm a bit. It looks like a lunchbox, but I believe we can start our food review from the mandarin. Actually, this mandarin, if you can see, it looks a little bit dark. I believe it was kept for 10 days, or it was affected by coronavirus already, and this is why they give it to me, since they think that I'm also might be contagious. Actually, I think I will not eat this tonight. It doesn't look that good, and it's really so... Okay, never mind. So, we can open our box now. Oh, wow. So, we can see 6 different things here. I want to introduce you a little bit. So, first of all, my favorite thing. I know this already, I recognize it. It's green vegetable. Actually, I don't know the exact name of this, but it's really a Chinese green cabbage vegetable. Let's call it Corona vegetable. It's so good, I'm serious. I can eat everything what contains this thing. It's so good, but the problem is that I think every food except the rice and the bread is so oily. Anyways, so what it did here, they mixed my favorite second thing, which is potato. In my country, in Northern Europe, actually you cannot imagine even one day without eating that. That's if you look closer at every Lithuanian blood, you can see or smell some potato. So for me as well, I love it. So let's say this part of my food is really good. This one is probably the most funny thing. The thing is in East Asia they have so many different kinds of different mushrooms, but the ways they make it are also really cool. I believe this was fried also in so much oil or something. And actually Chinese people believe if you eat too much these kind of mushrooms, you'll probably spend your next day in the toilet or something, so they even have a special name for that. It's called Ming Dian Jian, which literally means see you tomorrow. The thing in the middle is something that I really don't like. They were always giving me this for the past 3 days. So this is a Chinese, I believe, side dish. It's pickles or cucumber, whatever you call it. But the problem about it, it's so salty. It has such a strong taste. So I usually don't eat that. It's just not for me. But if you ever think about China and Chinese cuisine and food, I believe that you probably tried, even though you've never been to East Asia, pork or chicken. I don't know yet. But anyways, it's made with a sweet and sour sauce, I believe. And it's so good actually. Probably gonna get additional kilograms from that the next day, but I appreciate that. That's probably the best main dish I could have for my last dinner. So I don't know why, for what reason, but they mixed the rice and the bread. I mean, I'm serious, this is a Chinese, maybe northern bread. Maybe in South they don't eat that much of that, but here they really love it. So it's made from flour and I believe water and nothing else. So I tried it before, but for me it has no taste at all. I have so much free time these days. I found some special diet which is called rice diet. It means you don't eat rice because it can give you also additional weight. And since I really appreciate and I try to practice my healthy lifestyle every day, I'll try to avoid these things, maybe a little bit. And of course the last thing probably is the Chinese fork and the spoon. You cannot also imagine eating Chinese food without that. Actually, I learned it for the first time I think 2 years ago when I came to Korea for the first time, and when I tried to eat something, at first I hold it on my left hand and on the right hand, and I try to grab somehow, but it's so actually hard. It's so hard at first. So I thought I'm useless and I won't make it. But look at me now, like I became like a professional. Do you see, like, you're really good with the chopsticks when you can touch the ends of each other chopsticks for a couple of times. I would give right now for this, only from the appearance side, 15 bananas out of 43. That is my scale. You can call it Paul's Michelin bananas. Also, one interesting thing, if you put your chopsticks like this into the rice, you can only do that during the funeral in East Asia, I believe. So I did it many times until my Korean or Chinese friends told me that it's not appropriate to do that. But you know, probably tonight is my last dinner, so I think it's okay to do that. I want to start from potato because that's my favorite. Potato has a really strong potato taste, in my opinion. The potato and Corona cabbage salads, I think they are the best. I don't want to see myself tomorrow in one place. I will try to not eat too much of that. Actually, mushrooms are so good. Damn. I mean, they're super oily, super oily. I mean, like, I never seen more oily food than in here. I mean, in this lunchbox. But as for last dinner, it's alright. I said I will not try that side dish, that cucumber, but you know, I have to sacrifice for sake of video. Oh my god, fucking spicy. So as I said, like, this is made of only flour and water, so it actually has no taste, but I have to use somehow to destroy the taste of that side dish. And that's the main thing. Actually, my question is that a chicken or pork? And by the way, that's pork. You know, another important thing for me, since I told you that I'm on a special rice diet, I try to avoid rice or even bread, and I really love the healthy lifestyle. I believe like every human being should do that at least once or twice in their lifetimes. So I hope I can be inspiration for some people to maybe wake up the next day and start your life in a healthy way. I mean, I guess that's the most important. The beer still tastes not that good. I mean, I really missed Lithuanian beer. That's like the best thing, or maybe the only thing I really miss from my country. I really enjoy, for example, reading something and at the same time eating. I know that's not really healthy because you have to focus only on the food, but I mean, I cannot imagine without that. I have to read news or something, or read some academic articles. So I give 11.5 bananas out of 38. So this food is not that really good. I expected a bit way better, but actually what saved this food was the mushrooms. I mean, I'm serious, I never tasted better mushrooms than in China. You know, while eating, I noticed some really strange smell, like something was burning or it was like a fire or something. And you won't believe what I found. I was like really surprised myself. I was like, how these things are possible. Actually, do you remember my friend Steven, who was laying down the bed? I caught him. Guys, look what I found here. So this is my friend Steven. I believe he's like learning Mexican now. I was wondering where all my cigarettes are gone and one of my beers, and now I caught him in the crime scene. But he's happy, he doesn't care about that. Right now I started to think that he's a competitor in this room. I believe that only one will survive this isolation. We have already one victim there, as you know, the suicide bunny. And right now we face me and Steven, one-on-one. Who will survive? We will see in the later videos. But anyways, thank you, Steven. I believe you don't need to smoke that much. You can see the shadow. I don't know why, but the shadow of the suicide bunny reminds me of scissor shape. So since it was the video about my last dinner, I hope that this is not a sign or destiny of mine tonight. Well, I hope I will see you again. So I'm saying goodbye.